welcome back to
Okay, stop whining.
So we just came back off of a little weekend bender in New York City. Pam lived it up. She was me for the weekend, basically.
Having the best time of my life.
Do you want to just get right in? I feel like we need to dive right in and just like talk about the weekend.
Well, it was so fun. We had a girls' weekend, but like mother-daughter. So my sister came in with her daughter, who's 9 months younger than Carly. They're very close, and whatever. So we had a girls' weekend. We went shopping, a little dinner, a yummy dinner. Oh my God. What else did we do? We went to a lot of places on Saturday night.
Yeah, we can take you through. We'll do a little recap. So they came in on Saturday, like morning, and so did you. And we got brunch just like literally like next to my apartment.
It was so good, Car.
Yeah, so good. And then we just like literally walked around the West Village, which is like, I do this literally every day of my life because I live here and it still never gets old. Like I still like am obsessed with my neighborhood. And I'm like, I can't believe I like live here. It's like crazy.
I'm obsessed with your neighborhood. I'm obsessed with how like it's so quaint and beautiful and like quiet. And there's families and there's that little like park where all the little kids are playing with their parents. I'm obsessed.
And there's like old couples and like, it's just like, it's more of it's the right vibe for me because the hustle and the bustle of like Midtown and like those if other areas feel so city-y, where this gives me like, I feel like it's like my happy place. Like I have my little quiet escape.
Yes, it feels good because I personally can't live in the city and usually like it gives me stress if I come for a few days. But I feel so chill in your area and being in your apartment and like all the little stores that are around you and the little shops with the flowers that are outside. And also, can we say the weather was just perfect? It was
the weather was amazing.
Yeah. I also was there to visit you the following weekend on a Sunday and it was beautiful.
Or the previous weekend, you mean?
Yeah, the previous weekend I was there and then I was there this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and the weather was beautiful. So that definitely helps for sure.
Oh, it definitely helps. And like, this is my favorite time of year. Like something about like the fall. I just like, this is why I can never live in California or something. I freaking love fall. Like I love it so much. Like I love like just the vibe, like the feeling of it. Like I just love it.
Right.
So whatever. It was just really nice. Like we got to walk around West Village and then we went to Soho. Did a little shopping because like West Village is better for like the boutique stores, but like if you need like a Zara or like an Urban, like you literally have to go elsewhere.
Right. Can we talk about though how crowded the stores are on a Saturday and like you can't buy anything unless you want to stand in an hour line, and we were dripping with sweat. Like my sister and I felt like we were going to pass out.
Usually like what ends up happening is like if you're visiting, if Chloe's visiting, if I have visitors, I literally like take you to Soho and then I don't buy anything because I can't focus on buying stuff for myself. I feel like I need to entertain everyone and make sure everyone gets in the stops they want to go to. Right. So I bought like one thing, which thankfully I actually got to wear that night.
But can I say something about like Zara? If it's so jam-packed, I like to walk through and see what I like. If there's like a jacket, you can try it on. You don't have to go in the fitting room to try it on. And then I go online.
I'll order online.
And I just order it while I'm walking through if it's in stock. I mean, if it's not in stock, then it's a problem. Then I guess I have to wait in line. But I didn't. We left there. It was like insanity. It was crazy. Bloomingdale's was crazy. Every store was crazy except for we went to Steve Madden because I needed a shoe for the wedding. And that store, when we first got there, it wasn't so bad. It did get busy afterwards, but it wasn't.
But they were great. They were helpful. The music was popping in there.
Yeah. No, I like going in there.
Shout out to Steve Madden. They can have all my money.
Aritzia too. Like it was like wall to wall people.
Oh my God.
Why did we be out on the same day?
Yeah. So anywho, it was a crazy, crazy day.
It was so cold.
But it was fun. We got back, we chilled for a little, and then we kind of had to rush getting ready. And then for dinner, we went to Mamo, which if you guys follow Acquired Style, which is my friend Bridget on Instagram, she like posted there a few times, and I think she like knows the owner or something. And I told her this. I don't know if she responded yet, but literally she's the reason that I went to this restaurant because she always posts like the truffle everything from there and it looks like so good and it looks like such a pretty restaurant too. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect like little girls' night spot. Like it will be like a little romantic, cute vibe. So we went. It was really good. We didn't end up ordering like any of the truffle things. My aunt did.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. She got like a truffle like fish. So I tried her fish so that I could try the truffle. But
it was good. It was a lot of truffle flavor. Like I don't
liked
know.
It.
You liked it. Could you? Yeah. But she didn't even finish the whole thing because we got appetizers and then
we got dinner. We got so much. But highly recommend for like either like a birthday or a date night. Like it's definitely fun for a little special night because it is like pricey. It's a little pricey. It's a little more like you dress up for it. So I definitely recommend it for like more of an occasion.
Yes. Everybody was dressed nice. Well, except for when we first got there.
Oh my God. The couple sitting next to us were in sweats. I was like, what the hell?
They were in sweatpants. It was like this beautiful restaurant. But we got there like maybe a tiny bit earlier than I would have.
Yeah, but nobody eats, like people eat when they can get a freaking reservation. Like
I know.
We ate at 7:30, which is very, very normal.
Right. It worked out. I like to go out at like 8:30.
Because like you stay at dinner, but we like go to dinner and then we pregame and then we like go out. So it's like we don't need to spend our entire time in the restaurant.
It was a busy night because then we ended up across the street. And
and then that's what I was going to say.
And my friend came. My friend had a wedding on Sunday, and she lives in Santa Monica, so she joined us too. So
that was so fun. Happy. You just got to see her for your high school reunion too, and then
I got to see her for our reunion, which is and then again
a rare occurrence that you get to see her that often. But she came with us we just went across the street because Soho Grand is across the street. And if you don't know, it's like a fun going out spot. But like before the night part starts, it's like the loungy area kind of has like drinks and it's just like a cool vibe.
It was really nice.
We went there. I got an espresso martini because I needed some pep in my step. And then we went to Seville, who hosted us. And guys, 10 out of 10, highly recommend going to Seville. I want to hear your thoughts on like everything and like just your thoughts on everything.
Okay, well, coming from a life of just a couple that goes out to dinner and then you have to go home and it's so boring. Like I always want something to do.
Yeah,
I had so much fun. It was awesome. So dinner 10 out of 10.
Start from Soho Grand. Start from Soho Grand. No, that was awesome. It was so cool. It was really cool. Like cool. Like it was a really cool spot. I loved the atmosphere. There was music going on. There was people, like everybody was dressed really nice. Drinks looked pretty. Like it was sick. I would have just stayed there all night. My friend Esther said that. Can't we just stay here all night? Well, so that was great. It opens up. Then there's another part of Soho Grand that we didn't go to, but it's like around the back and that whole room opens up and that's where it's like a big party.
Yeah, I would have liked it.
Yeah. But not till later.
Obviously, I'm not going out all the time and doing that, but I like to go out and have fun. It's like, I just love it. I love going out.
Okay, so then we get to Seville.
And I like being around the young people. It's a lot of energy. It gives me energy. It makes me feel good. So, so then we went to Seville, and that was really cool. I liked the back room. Like your friend got us all set up and had the back room and the table with all the drinks. And it was really fun. It was like and I love all your friends. Like that was the best part for me, like meeting your guy friends and a lot of the girls mostly. I knew most of the girls, whatever. They're so sweet. The guys are like so sweet and so friendly. And I got a lot of compliments. So 10 out of 10 on the compliment end. Yeah. It made me feel really good. I like being told I look 26. I'll take it. And my sister,
they were all really freaking out. They were like, there's no way you're like her mom. Because it is weird. Like when I'm out with you and I'm standing next to you, it always is a mind fuck to me that like you birthed me. Like I'm like, are you really my mom? God. Like really?
Well, that one guy was so funny. He was like, what? He's like, she came out of you. I'm like, she did. Yeah, she really did. He was like, you're her mom. I'm like, I'm her mom.
That was so funny.
So that was funny. So the guys made me feel good, and they were really sweet. And everybody's so friendly and huggy and nice. Like I just loved your friends. They're great.
Aww.
So for me, that was like, it was so much fun. And then of course we left there, we went somewhere else, and I could have kept going out because I was like really hyper that night. Like I had a lot of energy and I just
like on one. We were just like ready to go, but then
I was so excited. Like I was like, my Saturday night, like a big night.
You have to come back. You have to come back.
I'm like thriving. I loved it.
I know.
So yeah, so I couldn't like I wanted to go to like my sister didn't want to do that, but I wanted to go to a nightclub. I think I could have talked her into it. I wanted to go dancing. Like I like to dance. Like I don't want to be with them.
Next time, let's go. Let's do that.
Like I like loud, fun music, and I want to dance.
Okay, so
do I sound
next time,
I just feel like that's fun.
I
my
want
life is so like going out to dinner with couples, which I love. But like doing something like that,
you should be able to still do that stuff.
It's exciting and
I don't understand why parents stop doing that. It's like you should be able to like go out to a club and dance and like do that stuff.
I don't know. I think they feel well. A lot of your age, they don't want to be around their parents. Some, and I know people that my age that will do that. Like I'm not going to do anything. I love my husband and whatever. I just want to be with you and the girl.
Yeah,
I just like to dance and I just want to have fun.
That's so acceptable. But next time we'll do that though. We can like go to like somewhere else and like do that. But what did you think of also I was literally getting so embarrassed because you were literally like trying to do so it was like a couple of my guy friends and they brought friends. So there was like a lot of people that I like didn't know. Like a lot of the guys I didn't know or like a few of them. So you were like talking to them and being like, my daughter is an influencer. She's so pretty. Okay. She's perfect. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Mom, you're embarrassing me.
The boys were really cute. And this one boy especially, I thought he was adorable. And as a mom, I'm like, came up. I thought maybe I like to ask questions. You know, I just talk to
He seemed a little too interested in me. I need you to be like a little uninterested for me to be interested.
Whatever.
He was like, tell me more about you. Tell me more about you.
Because I went up to him and I'm like, my daughter's over there. Isn't she gorgeous? She's so pretty. She's an influencer. And then we're talking about what you do. And then actually he kind of bothered me for a minute, but I understood. It was sweet. But he was like, aren't you afraid for your daughter being an influencer and like people coming up and talking to her and knowing who she is? I'm like, not really, because most of her followers are female. Like the majority of followers are female. Literally. And I'm like, there's creepy people. Yes. But I'm like, I trust my daughter. I trust her. Like, I just trust.
Also, why is he asking that? He doesn't even know you.
Mature. And I was like, okay, Dad.
Like, why is he like literally that's my thing. I'm like, why is he even asking you that? That's so weird.
I don't know. We were just talking. I don't know. When I was talking, I wanted to know who his parents were. Maybe I knew them. I was trying to play a little like.
She was playing Jewish geography with this man.
We call it Jewish geography because a lot of Jewish people, there's not many of us and a lot of us know each other. So I was just trying to see if I knew his parents because they were from Maryland. But anyway, I didn't. They were older than I am. So, but he was adorable. I think they're all adorable. Maybe because I'm looking at older men.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this in a creepy way. I don't want to sound creepy. I just like I've always wanted a son. I just think these boys are like they're so nice. They're adorable.
Well,
they
work guys.
Real estate, like really really nice boys. Nobody was creepy. Yeah, they weren't being creepy in any way. They were just like nice boys.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like we're with like random people. We were with like friends of friends.
Exactly. But you know what? Most moms do that too. All of us moms. We all do it. So like if a boy's mom was in the room, she'd be coming over to you and want to talk to you and the girls to find out about you guys to hook up with their son. That's
literally happened to me before where I've like run into a guy and his family and the mom's been like, who's that? Like, she's cute. Like, you should talk to her. And he's like, okay, like chill. Like, Mom, that's why I know.
I see the cute boys and I'm like, I don't understand. Why doesn't my daughter think he's cute? I'm going to go talk to him.
It's like more complicated than that. It's like if it was easy, like we would all be in relationships. Like
I know. And you know what? The thing is, I'm coming at it from a different perspective. I'm a mom. I've been there. I'm married a very long time.
Yeah.
28 years. So I'm coming in viewing this totally different as I'm not looking at it like when I was in my 20s. Of course, I would have been a little intimidated and shy, and I probably wouldn't have asked a guy a million questions because I would have been a little intimidated.
But I'm not intimidated or shy. You took it as like I was like not being friendly to this guy or like not asking enough questions, and I was just not interested in him. Like I just simply knew that I would not get along with him.
Right.
He was too nerdy for me, and like I want a guy that's like nerdy, but Now, I don't want a guy that's nerdy. I want a guy that's smart and like driven and like he was just giving like
a little more of a tougher person.
A little bit of like a nice Jewish boy. Okay. And I need a little more. As I said the other night, I was like, my trainer said this to me too, and I was dying. But I told you this. I was like, I need a guy to toss me around. Toss you around. But like, I don't mean like literally, but you know what I mean. Like, I need that personality.
I know what you're saying, because when I was younger, I didn't like the guys that were like so nice. I'm like, ew, they're like annoying. They're like the guys that I wanted to be like my guy friend.
Yeah.
Not like to date. So I get it. I get it. You need a little spice.
Exactly. And like I have a big mouth. Like I'm a like big personality. I need someone that can like put me in my place. Like
you have a big personality.
Yeah. So
you need a very confident guy, and somebody that's not going to care that you do social media. It's not going to bother them that you're walking down the street and people are going to know who you are.
Right.
You know, you don't want it to bother people.
I feel like often I get so pissed and annoyed because like parents, grandparents, like that like always bothers me more than me being single. Like the most annoying part about being single is not being single. It's other people like you or my grandparents being like, what if you just go do this? What if I set you up with this person? Let me see your dating app. Why aren't you on the app? Why aren't you going on a date? Why aren't you doing this? And it's like, obviously, like I'm doing everything I can. And even if I wasn't trying, that's fine too. Like I don't have to be in a relationship. Like I don't have to want to be in a relationship.
Right. Of course you don't.
I feel like, and I don't know if it's just like Jewish families or it's everyone, but like everyone's so fucking pushy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like just let me live my life.
Yeah, I think it's all parents. We're probably all the same.
Because every time you're like, see, why can't you find a boy like blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, why do we have to bring it up? Like, why does it have to be in the conversation?
I'm just looking for a boy that like likes to go to the New York Giant game so that daddy can have a little new friend.
Well, yes, I agree. I would love all of those things. Like if I could list out a perfect situation. Right. Should I list out my things?
Yeah, I think you should.
On Indian Matchmaker, what is it called? Indian Matchmaker on Netflix. They, in the beginning, when they go to the lady, they like list out their like non-negotiables, like things they like want. So I'm going to do mine.
Okay. So what would it be?
Like confident. Quiet confidence, like just like very secure.
Gotcha.
Like they have to be obviously attractive. Like I have to be attracted to them. They have to have like a sense of humor, be like silly goofy. Maybe not as silly goofy as me because I'm crazy, but at least have a sense of humor and be able to like chill with me.
Right.
I don't know. Like I feel like those are just the essentials. Like just really driven in their career and career oriented. Yeah. And wants a family and is either is close with their family or wants a family.
Right.
But those are really it. Like I don't think that's that hard.
Those are the top.
Yeah. Things. What are my other things? That's really all I'm asking for. Like that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
And like if it was a person that was Jewish or half Jewish, that would be great.
Right.
Obviously. Yeah. Just keep it in the religion. But I don't know. I don't feel like that's that much to like ask for.
Where is he?
See? And then you say shit like that. And I'm like,
I'm kidding. It's funny because I don't remember my mom doing that to me. I have to ask my mom. Did she?
Really?
I don't remember. I don't know. But maybe because I was so young and met somebody so young that I didn't have time. Like, because in my day, we all got married younger. You guys wait till later. You guys get married. What would you say the average age of marriage is? Like 28, 29?
Yeah, probably.
30. So
probably.
We were so young. So I guess like if it was later, maybe my mom would have started getting on my case. But I do see my mom's always like, I wish like, well, I'm not going to name the grandchildren, but she'll like talk about the other grandchildren. I wish this one had a girlfriend or this one had a boyfriend. So, yeah.
But it's like
so fun. We're all expand the family. It's fun.
It's not like we're all not trying. And it's also hard with our family. Like whoever we bring home on like your side of the family, they have to be like a catch or everyone's going to be, they have to like fit in.
That's like pass the test.
They have to pass the test because we're all so tight knit and like we all have our inside jokes and we're all like we've been banded together since forever.
Right.
So whoever comes in has to be able to like hang with us and like fit in. So that's another struggle. I feel bad. Like I'm like my future I feel like I can picture my future boyfriend being someone who's very confident and very secure and like is like a older brother figure for my younger cousins and my sister. Like I want, and like just like a secure like individual, like a person that like makes you feel safe, like, you know?
Right.
So, and that's why sometimes I feel like when I meet certain guys that are really, really nice and sweet, they don't give me that like safe feeling, like a big, strong man to protect me kind of feeling.
Right. I got it. And you need the big burly man.
Yeah. Like,
no, I get it. I get it now. Yeah, I get it. I know what you're looking for.
So, and it's hard to come by. I'm not sure why, but in this city, it's hard to come by. A lot of the guys are very metro, which is fine, but it's just, I'm not attracted to that. Or like a lot of them are immature. If they are my type, they're so immature. Like they're 30 and they're like still not thinking about marriage or like anything and still not ready to settle down. And I'm like, what are you waiting for? Like, I don't understand.
Aww.
And I had one guy, one guy that I accidentally slept with, who I was like, that's my husband. And then I was like, I slept with him by accident.
Oh, I know you can't do that.
I know. Well, I haven't done it since. That was my one slip up. I haven't slept with someone in so fucking long because I'm like actually trying to find a boyfriend. But now I'm like, I haven't slept with someone in so long because I'm trying to find a boyfriend. It's rough out here in these streets.
Wait, you have to wait.
I know. I am. I'm trying because I know that if you sleep with them, then they get the wrong idea and then they don't take it seriously.
They want to bring home a nice girl to their mama.
I know.
So
it's unfortunate that the double standard exists like that, but
it is. But that's how it is. And guys, I feel like if they want like a really serious relationship, you got to take it slow. You can't like go all in, then it's over. Then why are they going to come back?
I agree. I don't.
Come back.
Exactly. So, I don't.
Yeah.
But
so you need to be a nice, sweet little girl.
Ew. Okay.
Okay. Can we like? That was awful.
Like, what are like? I feel like for me, it took me a while to be more like. I feel like I'm more open now than I was before, right? Or do you think I'm not that open?
No, maybe you're still like, I don't know. You're still the same-ish. You're still looking for the same thing. So you'll say you're more open to going on a date now, where before you're like, I hate dating. Like you're more open to doing that, but you're still, I don't know. You still need to go in a little bit more with an open mind.
The difference is though, like before I just would like look at the guy and be like, I already know I'm not going to like him. So I'm not going to go on a date with him. Whereas now I'll be like, I'll just give the nice guy a chance and go on a date with them, but then I don't like them.
Right.
So then I'm like, then I just wasted a date.
No, you didn't. I feel like it's good experience and it's good to like get to know guys and to talk to them. And the more dates you go on, the better you get. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's called the dating game. And that's why you need to practice.
I have some friends that just have gone on so many dates. And I'm like, how do you waste so many hours of your life just like dating these guys?
No, because the other good thing is maybe you think you like one type of guy and then you keep going on dates and you meet somebody and you're like, wow, I didn't think I would like that type of guy, but I do. We're connecting in some way that I never thought.
Right.
So it's all about, of course, it's attraction first, always attraction first. But then for me, it's all about a connection. You need some type of connection, like emotional connection, where you're like having a deep conversation. If it's all surface level, forget it.
Yeah.
You need to talk and find out about the person and ask about their family, their interests, like stuff like that, their job.
Well, obviously I do that. Like I'm good at the back and forth. Like it's just, it's either there or it's not. Right, and a lot of the time on dates, I find myself like on a first date, things are so surface level that I have a hard time being like, it's like, are we being authentic? Because we're just like getting to know each other on such a surface level. Like I like when things just feel authentic, and sometimes it can feel like forced or like, why am I asking you what your favorite color? Like, why am I asking you stupid fucking questions? Like,
see, that's when I feel like you'll know when you go on a date and it doesn't feel like that, you'll know you like the guy.
Yeah.
And actually, not to say like that happened with Larry. on our first date, I was listening to, there was a really good U2 had just dropped like an album, and I was really, really into it. And Larry was too. And we went on this date and he was playing it. It was playing in the car and we're driving and I'm like, oh my God. And we were literally hitting it off over that our favorite band was U2. And it started off great from there.
Right.
Because we knew we had this like common thing. We were talking about all the songs we love and whatever. And it was like fun. Like I still remember it. It's in my brain today that we totally hit it off over both loving U2.
That's crazy that you still like remember all of the. Because
I remember being in the car with him, and I remember listening to the music.
That's so crazy.
And that's what started the connection there over music. So,
but I'm like, okay, sometimes I like have things like that in common with a guy, but then that's it. But it has to like be like that, and then something else happens, and then you have that in common too, and then it's another thing. Because I could talk to a wall basically. I mean, like I could make a conversation with anyone, but like there comes a point towards when it's like 2 hours in or 2.5 hours in, and I'm like, all right, how much more time can I spend like making small talk with this person?
Exactly. It's hard. It's not easy.
But I guess if it was going so well, I wouldn't feel like that.
Right. But most of the times you would go like for a drink, and then if it was going well, you would continue to stay out later, or would you just cut and then you go out on a second date? Like, how do you usually do it?
I've never had a date go so well that I wanted to stay out with the person, but my one friend does that all the fucking time, and I'm like, how do you have fun on every single date? Like, how do you enjoy so many different dates? Like, she'll go to one bar, and then she's like, oh, we had so much fun. Then we went to another bar after, and we were the last ones there, and I'm like, how? How? It's like that doesn't happen to me. Like, I have the date, and then at tour, like I look at my phone. It's like a few hours in, and I'm like, all right, it's time to wrap it up. What excuse can I make to get out of here?
Right. Okay, so that person's less picky.
Yeah. Or they just get along with more people. I just don't get along with as many people.
Maybe you don't like as many people. I don't know.
I mean, I do like, I feel like we both say we hate most people, but that's not actually true because I can get along with like basically anyone.
Oh, I love people.
When we say like we're antisocial, like we hate people, like everyone gets that feeling sometimes of like being introverted.
Right. People like I don't know, they could do something that would like literally drive me crazy. And, my nerves.
Yeah, like people get on their nerves.
Right.
But with guys, it's the same way where it's like one little thing and then it's like, all right, I can't unsee what happened.
Right. Because it's like annoying.
Yeah. What are like, okay, let's say you were my age. Like, what would be like your top 3 like deal breakers when you were like looking for someone, or like what were yours like back then?
Wait, deal breakers were like in a man, like what are like some deal breakers?
Right.
But I mean, deal breaker meaning like, ew, I don't like it, or yeah. No, always, back in my day, number 1 was they couldn't smoke. If a guy smoked.
I literally was just going to say that.
Yeah. That was the first thing I asked Larry on our first date. I said to him, do you smoke? It was whatever. We were in the car and I was like, you don't smoke, do you? That's always how I like saying.
Yeah. Like you don't smoke.
He said, no, I hate smoking. It's gross. You don't smoke either, do you? No. So
and you're like, okay, pass.
This is good. I don't know. Maybe like dressing sloppy, like just dressing sloppy, or what would be another deal breaker? It's always the smoking and maybe dressing sloppy, or just like, I don't know, just being annoying, like having an annoying personality, like just trying too hard, like coming on too hard,
coming on too strong.
Coming on too strong is like, get out of my go. You got
agree, because that shit bothers me too. Like I want someone who's like shows interest, but then can pull away enough where it's like gives me enough time to like want you back. Like I don't want someone that's like so up my ass all the time.
Right. That. And also I have to add in there, because I remember going on a date one time and the guy was so obnoxious. I do not like men that brag. I don't like women that brag. I don't like men that brag. I don't like the bragging.
That's a huge thing.
I got that. I go here. I go there. Blah, blah, blah. With the money. I don't care.
That's called insecurity. That's called literal insecurity.
I would say that's one of the biggest turnoffs for me.
Totally.
Like maybe some people like it and they think, oh, that's great. It's a turnoff.
No, you can't impress me with your shit. Like I don't care. And I've had guys try to take that route of like let me show you all that I can offer. And I'm like, to be honest, I don't like, I don't want like the money security. I want just someone like who is stable. Like there's a difference. Like when someone's like coming out here with like all of their money and flashing their shit and taking you to a really fancy meal, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I want to get to know you as a person. Like, I don't need this. And like, if someone has that and it's occasional, like that they want to take you out somewhere nice, like that's great, but it doesn't need to be the basis of your relationship of like taking you out to really nice meals and like wine and dining you like to the extreme.
Right. Exactly.
Like it's giving like, it's like fake almost.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't like it. So I still remember that one date I had went on right before I met Larry, and we went to a bar and the guy was bragging about everything and I couldn't wait to leave. Yeah. And I'll never forget it. And then Larry came back. But anyway, that's a long story, but I still remember that date.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's interesting how some girls, like we all need different levels of like attentiveness. Cause like with me, I need my own, and I know my best friend Erica's this way too. Like I need my own space. Like I want a guy to like pursue me, but I don't want them to go so hard that it like scares me away. Like I need my space and my own identity. And I feel like you and Daddy do a very good job of like both having your own identities and thoughts and beliefs. Like you're not, haven't become clones of each other. Or like I hate when some couples are just like,
because I don't
everything together and they're like clones of each other.
Right. I mean, we have probably most of the same beliefs, but no, not everything. Yeah. And
but beliefs is different. Values is different. I mean, like
values,
interests and like literally just doing everything together. Like he has his golf and he can go play golf and you can let him do that. And like you can go shopping and he can let you do that. Yeah.
And mahjong. Yeah, exactly. No, that's healthy to do different things. I can't imagine being with somebody. You what?
I said there's got to be some separation of church and state.
Oh, yes, there does. There needs to be, yes. Can't.
Yeah. So I have some questions from the audience that I wanted to go through, starting with the first one, which is how to deal with having social anxiety when like going out.
That's tough because I had social anxiety when I was younger, so I know that feeling. It is so hard. And I don't want to say to somebody like have a drink, you'll feel better, because that's really not how you should do it. Because I think most people do. They like go to a bar and they have a drink, but I think that's a tough one. I think if you're going out and you're with your close friends, maybe having them like just, if you could talk about it and be like, can we just stick together when we first get there? I think most people, the social anxiety, I feel like for me, it was always like afraid of just standing there alone and your friend leaving you and you're by yourself and you're like, oh my God, who am I going to talk to?
Yeah.
So
in college, I really used to get like that. Like I used to like be at a party and like, at college, I always got left alone. Like people would always buddy up or like be able to I always felt like other people could be in conversations and I would be on the outskirts and like not contribute. Exactly. And I was just quiet. And so I understand, although like, I think some of that was maturity. I understand the struggle of it. Like
it is maturity, because now I'm confident enough to know if I am I could go to a dinner party or something now. I could be at a wedding or wherever and I'm alone. I will now come up, like if Daddy was talking to somebody or I saw a friend of mine standing there talking to somebody. If you go up and you just stand there just for a second, you're either going to be added into the conversation or you're not. If you're not, you walk away and you try to get into another one. But a lot of times somebody will be like, hey, we were just talking about whatever. And then you just get into the conversation.
And so I think I think a big thing is not overthinking it, because once you start letting your brain churn and what would happen if I went over here? Am I being annoying? Am I being weird? That's when you start psyching yourself out. But if you just like, and it's easier said than done, obviously. But if you're just able to kind of like know that your thoughts are just thoughts, they're not actually the truth, then like you can actually go over and like have those conversations and be fine. Cause it's not like nobody, you're not annoying. Nobody thinks you're annoying. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just like, that's anxiety.
Right. Exactly. It even happened. We were out on Saturday night. I was talking to some of your girlfriends and then I got up. My sister was talking to somebody with where Julia was standing, my niece. You were in a conversation with the guy that you weren't interested in, that I was trying to push on you. And I was like, oh my God, I've already talked to everybody, But I went I stood where my sister was standing. I just literally stood there, and then I just got into a conversation. I was like, hey, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what happens. Like you can go up to anyone, like literally anyone. Like I'll go up to anyone in any conversation and just like give them a hug. And like the friendlier you are, the friendlier other people will be to you.
It works. Yeah. Exactly. But it's very hard if you're really shy and you just can't do it. It's so hard. And I'm not telling you to get alcohol, but go up to the bar and just get a drink of whatever it is. It could be a club soda with lime, but just have something in your hand and sip on your drink and walk around, because it's still, I think it makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. I'm kind of
I agree.
walking around with my drink. I'm reading the room. You can be on your phone and send a text to a friend or just go through your phone. But eventually, you exactly. But you usually end up finding somebody to talk to.
Yeah, there's usually someone. But I understand the struggle. Okay, the next question is how to find fun in the mundane. It's like how to find like fun, or I guess like happiness and spark joy in like just everyday life. I feel like it's the little things, honestly. Like if I'm doing like the same, I mean, my life, thankfully, is not very mundane. Like I have a lot going on all the time. So thank God. But in college I didn't. And it's like, you just have to look forward to the smallest things. Like you look forward to your morning coffee and you like put a little pump of pumpkin in it, and it just like it brings joy. It makes you happy. Like I like make my bed really nice, and I like look at it and I'm like, oh, like my space is clean. Like I light candles and I smell it and it makes me feel joy. Like it's like very small little things I feel like that you have to do for yourself that like bring that kind of like happy feeling.
Exactly. And for me, it's like if I have a bored day with nothing to do, then I find joy in going outside and taking a walk or spending time with the dogs or working out or something like that. Even catching up with friends on the phone for me is like, it's a great time to do that. So when I'm feeling like that, or even watching a great movie, I'm like, I'm having so much fun. I'm in my bed. I'm watching a movie.
Literally. Or like treat yourself, order in, like make yourself a little dessert, like do something that just like brings you joy.
And take a social media break, because it feels good. Like really let yourself feel the joy and get off social media, because I feel like it just makes people feel bad. Because if you're having a downtime, like a slow day with nothing to do, and you're watching everybody outside doing things, it makes you feel bad. We all have days like that. Not everybody.
I had a day like that today, and I get so guilty about it. I had a day like that today where I was just like, I couldn't sit. I couldn't do anything. And then I let myself rest the entire day. And now I'm like going on a walk with my friends and going to dinner with them and doing this. So it's like, that's called balance. Like you can have balance. You can have like, you can be like lazy in quotes or rest, and you can still like be productive.
Our bodies need it. Yeah. Recharging your battery. Our bodies need it. Our brains need it, and our bodies need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How to make the most of living in New York City in your 20s between like working, being healthy, etc.
That's a question for you.
I would say like being in your 20s is just like a game of figuring out like who you are, what your priorities are, and like just balance. It's like literally finding and figuring out what balance is to you. So I feel like ever since I moved to the city, it's just been a matter of me like trying to balance my friends, trying to balance my family, my workouts, food shopping, and then also balancing the like nightlife and going out and like doing the fun things. So for me, it's literally just like a balancing act of everything and making sure I have like an even amount of fun things as work things, or like an even amount of alone time and then time with my friends. I think that's literally what being in your 20s is. It's just, it's like figuring shit out, which is like, that sounds very basic and not crazy.
But that's true. It is. That is what your 20s are about. Figuring out who you are and what you want your life to be.
Yeah. And so many people think like you have it all figured out, and then you're in your 20s and then it's like, oh shit, like in college, you have nothing figured out. You have no responsibilities, like basically none. Your 20s is really when you grow the most and you learn the most about yourself. Like you learn so much about yourself. So I would say that's like, I don't know, that's like making the most of it is just like leaning into like really learning about yourself and what you like and what you don't like and who you like to be surrounded by, what makes you feel good, what doesn't.
Right. Right. I agree.
How do I get help from my eating disorder even though I'm not skinny enough? They're saying like, because I mean, this happened with me,
Okay,
like when I was in high school.
they're
Like if you're
doing
having an eating disorder, but someone doesn't believe you because you're not underweight. But that's
I got
an eating
okay.
disorder can manifest at any weight. You don't need to be
Yeah.
underweight to have an eating disorder. You just have to have the symptoms.
Right. And how do they get help from that? Well, I mean, you go to a therapist that
Well, you go to your
specializes in
parents, you go to
eating
someone that
disorders, but
can help you.
yeah, but you have go to your parents first and explain what's going on, and then have them help you find a good therapist. And you can, unless you don't want to talk, you can ask your doctor too if
Yeah.
they know of somebody that's good for you to talk to.
But you have to realize that your weight has nothing to, if you're having an issue inside your brain, it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. You still need to fix the issue because that's still mental illness at the end of the day.
Right.
So it's like,
happening.
If you're suffering on the inside, it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. A lot of people are suffering internally and present themselves as normal every day. And nobody knows. Yeah. So it's like, it doesn't matter what you look like. You have to kind of overcome that feeling of like, I'm not thin enough to have an eating disorder. I'm not thin enough to be admitted. Like, and nowadays, thankfully, I think things have gotten better. Like back then, maybe there was like stigma with that and like people didn't believe it. Like, I don't know, like it was different, but nowadays I feel like everyone's taken more seriously.
No, I couldn't even really talk about it. It wasn't understood as much.
But I'm saying like, I feel like back then, in order to be admitted or taken seriously that you have a disorder, you would have to be underweight or like show some type of proof that you qualify, which is very fucked up because in reality now we know that's just not the case at all.
That's true. That's very true.
So I feel like nowadays places do a better job, I hope, and I think. I mean, we have a ways to go always, but I think places do a better job of kind of like realizing that if you say you have a problem, that's as valid as if you look like you have a problem. Like,
a doctor, they don't care what you look like. If you say to your doctor, I'm having a problem with eating disorder, I think I have an eating disorder and I need help, they're not going to look at you and say, wait, you don't look like you have an eating disorder. You don't know what.
And if they do find a new doctor.
Exactly. Nobody, I don't think any doctor would say that. They would say, oh my God, let me get you some help. Or you ask, I need help. I need to know who should I go to? You would think that most doctors would know, but you might need to go to a psychologist maybe to start with to get, to get help with that. Do you know maybe?
And there's different severities too. So like not everyone is going to need to go to an inpatient program, but like you talk to your doctor, you talk to a therapist or whatever, and then they evaluate and see what the best path is for you. Because everyone's different and no road to recovery is the same for anyone.
Exactly.
Okay. This is the final question. What keeps you going each day? It's like, what keeps you motivated? What keeps you happy? What keeps you sane? What keeps you going?
Family, my dogs. For me, my top thing is my family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That keeps you motivated? Like that keeps you going?
Yeah, it keeps me motivated. And every day I wake up and I want to do things for my family. That's just. Aww. I'm a mom. That's what I do.
I'm like trying to think of what keeps me going. Like,
no, but I can't answer that for you. But you're so like passionate about what you do and your job, what you're doing. Yeah, because you're passionate. Does that doesn't keep you motivated to?
No, that does. But I've always been that way. So I feel like it's like second nature now. I don't think about it. But wait.
But it is motivating you.
I just got a text and it was like, LOL. Okay. Anyways. Okay. I'll tell you after.
That's yeah. So I think that keeps you motivated.
I can't with men. I'm sorry. That just like threw me off. It threw me through a loop. Sorry, step back. Honestly, what keeps me motivated is like, I want to make a difference. Like, there's a lot of different things. There's different elements. I love my friends. So I want to be like, keep going and like have fun with them and like have experiences with them. And then in my career and like impacting others. And then like my family, because like, I think like the point in life, like one of the main points in life is just love and like to love people and to be loved. So that's kind of my vibe about it. So that keeps me going. And just like for the future, like seeing where my career is going to lead. And also like, I like am so passionate about like wanting like a family one day and like wanting a family of my own. So like that keeps me motivated for like to work hard for what I have in my future and like keep trying and keep going. And I want to make myself the best version of myself so that when I have a family one day, I'll be the best version of myself for them.
Love it.
And yes, I did just dab.
You did dab.
Okay. Also, before I forget, everyone, please follow us on Instagram at OK Stop Whining, or you're fired from listening to this podcast. And please give us a 5-star review and let us know that you just like love us so much and you're just like obsessed with us in the comments.
Because we love you and we do love people. We didn't mean that we didn't love people. We love you people.
we check Instagram or TikTok tomorrow and we're just like getting canceled for saying we hate people.
I know. Like you said, you didn't love people. We love people.
Everyone hates people sometimes. If you're an introvert, if you know, you know.
Right. You know.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for listening and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.